Hello planners, welcome back to my channel. I have horrible nails right now, but if you wanted to see how they originally look like, please go to my Instagram and you'll be able to see. Today I'm going to be filming a video about my 2021 planner lineup, and as you can see here, I've got quite a couple, so I'm going to go over them one by one and hopefully be as detailed as I can to hopefully show you guys different ways that you guys can plan and different types of planning you guys can do with different types of books that I have or planners that I have here. So if you're interested, please keep watching. I'm going to be linking all of these planners down below, so make sure you check them out if you are interested in any of them. The first one I'm going to start with is the most recent one that I got, and this one I actually won from a giveaway that Jenna was doing on her YouTube channel, and this is the PlanningRoses planner. So she just recently made a new planner that she's been working on for a while. There's her logo on the back. Came in this super pretty box, and when you open it, it comes with the journaling card. That's super pretty. And she ran out of the black and the pink, which I would have wanted, but this was my third choice that I really enjoyed as well. So this is a color that I don't normally go with. It's kind of on the yellow / beigey side. And if you can kind of see there, this is actually rose gold foil with a rose gold foil. Inside, I thought this was so pretty. The rose gold foiling on the side of the cover. And this is just a quote. This, you can see that there's 12 months laid out here, so you can kind of do it month by month or however you would like. And then another quote at the top. This is the first quarter. And then she likes to focus on 3 goals and different things that you want to focus on over here. Some more goals and how you're going to get there. Some notes pages. And this is the monthly overview. So my plan for this planner is actually going to be using it for school specifically. So most of my school things are going to be on here, events, appointments, different things like that, especially remote. There's a lot of meetings going on. So I just need a place to keep track of it, and I think this will be a perfect area. This is another monthly. It's a little smaller, but I thought this would be nice to keep track of my kids' birthdays and my staff members' birthdays, as well as different appointments like IEPs that I might have during the month. And then there's a notes on here for things maybe I have to absolutely do by the end of this month. Page for notes. And then we go into the weekly. So like I said, this is the most recent one that I have so far, so I have not played with this one yet. But as you can see here, there's a Monday to Sunday, and Saturday and Sunday are put on the bottom over here, which I thought was perfect for school, since we usually have Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays, usually sometimes there's a day off for any reason, but there's also a habit tracker here, which I don't know if I'll be using for school specifically, but there's also a to-do section here, which will be helpful for things I want to remind myself to do for this week that's related to work. And just like all planners, after 5 weeks, there's a page for notes, and then it goes back to the monthly overview as well as a different quote. And as you can see here, there's actually no side tabs that you can use for the different months, but I think that'll be okay, because as I use it, I also have some my own personal bookmarks that I can use, probably somehow to do some hole punches to make it fit onto here, or just use a regular string or ribbon. So that's going to be my first planner, and it's going to be specifically towards anything related to school. The next planner that I have is going to be the WontonInAMillion planner. So this one is the black one. I think I bought this last year, so it might be different from how she's reformatted it. But there's a dotted grid on here, and this one's going to be my most kind of simple planner, where I'm going to be writing all of my daily things that I do. In the morning here, I like to track my sleep schedule. So in the top, I would write when I go to wake up, and then the bottom I would write when I would go to sleep that night. And I just put a border here. One of my coworkers got me as a Secret Santa, and she gave me a lot of tiny washi that was super adorable, and I thought that that would fit in very well. And I did do a sample spread on here to kind of show you guys how it would look. I just picked a random simply gilded washi to put on the bottom, and then a random full box that I had in my extra stash. On here, I'm probably going to be adding habit trackers, because this is where I'll most likely track the habits that I'm doing for this week. So like I said, here is going to be my sleeping and waking up times, and then here I would just document what I do that day, and this would help me when I use my memory planner. And as you can see here, this one is just the weekly. There's no monthly spread in this. So it just keeps going on for weeks. And I think I got this one on clearance because of some reason, I don't remember what, but I think it was $10 for one. So I bought 2 of these, and I have another one stashed away. But I thought this would be perfect to write down everything I do and then use it towards my memory planner. Speaking of my memory planner, this is it right here. And this you can see, if you were on my Instagram, I did a little review of this planner. And this is the Tskp planner. I keep saying the name wrong, so correct me if I'm wrong, but check the description too. I'm pretty sure it's TSKP. So this is her new planner that she came out with, and her name is actually Erin as well. And her format is, this is an older format. I believe Rachel came out with a new video that was showing the newer format, so it may be different from the one you guys are seeing here. This was like one of the first templates that she kind of made before she kind of talked more with Rachel to kind of finesse it a little bit better. On here you can see that there's a line on the bottom. I believe she removes this for the newer planner, which I love that idea, and if I didn't spend my money on this one already, I would probably repurchase another one. But as you can see, there's the divided boxes for each of the morning, afternoon, and evening, which was initially how our Erin Condren originally did it, and that's kind of how that kind of format came to be. So she did it where you still have those 3 boxes, and there's a space in each area for the headers if you like to plan that way. On the side here, it's a little harder to see, but the sidebar actually has lined. It's actually lined like the header, but it's a little more faint. So as you can see in the sample spread that I did, this is the week after, but this was the first week of January, and I used whiteout in this, and you can barely tell. And I have told Erin already and messaged her a couple times, and she's messaged me back to thank me for my feedback. But as you can see here, since I don't do deco at the top, if a kit, especially if a kit doesn't come with it, there's a lot of extra space at the top versus on the bottom, it's kind of just perfect. So if this was shifted up a little bit, I think this would have been amazing. I love how the sidebar turned out and just equal spacing for everything. I tried to do the no section kind of planning, but I decided to stick with this because I think I like how this looks a lot better. So this will be my memory planner. And as for my monthly, this one I'm going to be doing as a highlight. So if you've seen it on YouTube, a lot of people do highlight where they pick a highlight of the day and they kind of decorate the monthly according to that. So that's going to be my inspiration of what I'm going to be doing here. I don't like to spend any money on monthly kits, so I'm most likely going to either use deco or just my own penmanship to decorate the places on the sidebar as well as on the top. And this actually came with the planner as well as this coil, which is a lot bigger than the one that Erin Condren uses. And yeah, there's no tabs on this, but I think that's okay too, because as you put the stickers in, you can kind of feel where the stickers are, and then the next week is the one without it. Moving on, no, you're not crazy. This is not the same planner as the TSKP. Lots of people have been coming out with planners, and yes, they do look kind of similar, but there are different things in different planners, and I've been liking a lot of them for different reasons. So this one is actually from OKPlans, and as you can see here, you can still see the 3 sections, except for here, there's no imprint of where the header should go, which kind of gives you more space to kind of do whatever you please. Except if you don't do the 3 sections like I do, then it might be kind of annoying that you would have to kind of white out the areas. On the bottom here, she does no rectangle, which I think the TSKP, like I said, has the new version where there's nothing on the bottom, which I think it's perfectly fine because you have the lines over here. I think that helps you guide where the washi should be. The difference in this one, TSKP had the lined column on the side over here. In this one, she has the 3 boxes continued. So another thing I would love to play with this is to shift my sidebar to this side and see if I would like that. It is dated Monday through Sunday. It's undated Monday through Sunday, but I think that can be easily switched with just white out or just a date cover on top of it. And I think it would be interesting to see how that will work. But this is the OKPlans, and when I saw this on her Instagram, I had to see what it looked like in person, and I really do love how it is looking so far. So this planner I'm actually going to be using as a pre-planning journal, or planner, I mean. So as you can see here, I use checkboxes and checklists, and as you can see, they're also not the same. So I'm kind of following a color scheme. I found this random box and I put a quote box over it just to spice it up a little bit more. On the side over here, I have a to-do list that I generally would, like the things I would generally like to do, not specifically to school, but just everywhere on here, as well as a little focus box. Either it can be a motivation, it can be some highlight of the week, something like that. But on here is going to be the daily to-dos. So my hope is for every evening, the day before, or in the morning of, I'm going to write down the different focuses I want for that day, and then the paydays just to keep track to make sure that I'm paying my bills whenever I get paid. On here, I just picked some Simply Gilded washi again, and a random weekend sticker that I had in my stash. So this is the OKPlans, and unlike the TSKP, they have a lined section here before it goes into the monthly, and the monthly is pretty empty as well, but there's a notes section on the side here, and everything's kind of not outlined. So let me get the TSKP to compare. So this is a TSKP, and this is a lot more empty. You can kind of decide if you want to start on Monday or Sunday, and there's actually a bordered line all the way at the top, and it is empty on the sidebar. And this is the OKPlans. OKPlans has the lined at the side, and then it does say Sunday through Saturday on here, and there's less space at the top, and these boxes look like they might be bigger. And these are darker from the TSKP. This is the OKPlans. And then this one also has no tabs, and this has a black. Is the Aura Estelle. Everyone's talking about it. I had to get the black one with the silver. I just love how it looks, and if I ever want an A5Y to play with, I think this one is the one that I would love to have. I love the delicacy and the girly look of the scallop and the heart and the silverware. When I open it up, there's a pen loop on the side here, and this is actually not going to be set up. I don't think I have the time for that, especially with all these planners. I don't know how much I'll be able to keep up with everything, but I'm going to be trying my best. What I do have in here are just some things that I keep as memorabilia, but I want to look at whenever I want to look at them. So as you can see here, this is actually a K-pop idol. Her name is Sana, and she's my favorite. She's from a group called Twice, and I actually got to see them in person last year, I believe it was, or 2 years ago. I'm forgetting now, but I got to meet them in person and do a high touch with them, which is kind of like literally a high five with them, and it takes like a couple seconds, but it was amazing. And I just I've been obsessed with K-pop ever since I discovered Blackpink, and they recently came out with their album, so I had to buy it to show the support. This is the name of the album. It's just called The Album. And these are just stickers I keep on the side here just to keep them straight and to keep the agenda kind of straight as well. So I am high-key obsessed with K-pop, so that's definitely a theme that I have going on here, but that's basically about it. Everything else is kind of just functional for me. And for the CaressPress inserts that I'm using in here, they're going to be actually for journaling purpose. So I kind of, let me share this first. This is the CaressPress, the 2020 inserts. So I still had some left here that I wanted to journal. And then I have a little bookmark here to show what month I am in. And this would be what a sample spread would look like in here. So for journaling, it's the same as the other ones. I don't use specific kits. The only one I use specific kits for is my memory planner. And for this, I just find some random day covers, some random washi, and then sidebar materials just to kind of keep it cohesive. This one you can kind of see it's a gray and pink theme. And each day I would kind of journal how the day went, basically. So instead of like the 1 ton in a million where I'm just kind of listing off the things that happened, this I can kind of, well, journal. So anything that I want to remember, any kind of feelings that I want to remember, I make sure I put them in here. And these are the CaressPress inserts. They are dotted lines all over, and there is 3 sections, but they're all dots. And then I can show you a monthly. These are all dots as well. There's space at the top, there's no headers, and on the side it's dotted lines as well, if you can see that. And then in the back I just keep the boards that it came with just to keep this straight. And that's about it. So here are all the 5 planners. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope it helped you guys kind of figure out what you guys would like to do maybe in the next year or this coming year right here. Many of these planners are still on their websites of these places, I believe. TSKP might be the only one I think that doesn't have it in stock anymore. I think she did her last listing last week, if I remember correctly. But I'll include the links down below if you want to check them out. I hope this has helped you guys in some way or inspired you guys in some way. I'm really excited to be planning in all of these, to be quite honest. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with all of them, but I'm really going to try my best because I really want to use all of these functionally and just aesthetically. I think all of them look so pretty, and I'm proud of all the spreads I've done with them so far, but it's only the 2nd week of January, so we'll see how long it keeps up. I hope you guys join me next time. Hopefully I'll have a plan with me for you guys next time. But as you guys can see, I kind of started doing the January 1st one when this planner came out just because I wanted to see how it would look like, and I started planning out the next week just because I wanted to do some memory planning for myself. So I'll keep you guys updated. If you guys ever want to check out my spreads, definitely go to my Instagram at planwitheva, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.